Some movies are simply designed for entertainment, some are created for the advancement of art, and some hope to generate positive change in society. The film I'm about to review is an example of the latter. I'll discuss all the details in this spoiler-free review of The Sound of Hope, The Story of Possum Trot. Pastor Martin and his wife Donna lead a church in a poor region of East Texas. When the Lord reveals to them the foster crisis in their area, they and 22 families in their church decide to reach out to the most challenging kids in their local child welfare system. As these families join together to help these orphans and at-risk youth, even more unexpected obstacles mount and may be too much for this community to handle. Now they must trust that God's power is made perfect in their weakness. The Sound of Hope, The Story of Possum Trot is clearly using a title to bank off the success of last year's Sound of Freedom. And that makes sense, but for efficiency, I'm just going to refer to it as Possum Trot during this review. The true story of Possum Trot begins with a ton of energy that includes a voiceover that is reminiscent of To Kill a Mockingbird in an environment similar to The Color Purple. We understand the key characters and environment before the title card even appears, which hits with a literal bang of loud symbols of worship in a tiny country church. Shortly after this warm introduction, the film juxtaposes the harsh realities these innocent children face. And let me tell you, these moments feel raw and gritty, but they are tactfully directed so we understand their horrific circumstances without any gratuitous scenes. This is when the plot kicks in. Donna and her sister feel a calling from the Lord to help these at-risk youth in their community. The problem is, with so many, how are they going to make a difference? This is the key to the story. These people, this community, must depend on God. And now these families, who have very little themselves, are offering everything they have, most importantly, love. And what I appreciate is, this isn't easy for these families. And Pastor Martin even reminds his church, where in the Bible does God promise life is going to be easy? But he does promise that he will be by our side through it all. And this theme persists throughout, during the good moments and during the bad moments. Whether it's a woman begging, Jesus, take this away, or the pastor reminding his church that their job is to care for the orphans and widows, or if it's remembering that when they disagree with another church, that they all worship the same Jesus. Possum Trot never strays from these characters' trust in God, even in the storm. And they show the storm too. Characters are reminded that religious guilt can't solve problems. Even when these families show love, these broken kids can't always accept it. And when the dust settles, circumstances aren't always perfect. And that's what makes this film feel authentic. I'm going to give Possum Trot probably the best compliment I can give. I forgot I was watching a movie because I was just so captured by each moment experienced by the characters. And it's not just the overall theme, it's the little touches like a caregiver providing a backpack for a child to transfer her belongings, rather than the typical garbage bag. A young girl in a dress looking at herself in a mirror trying to convince herself she's beautiful. Or my favorite image in the movie, a foster child outside looking in a window at her foster family longing to belong, but still feeling like an outsider. Somehow the entire essence of the film is encapsulated in this singular moment. For my overall rating, Possum Trot is an emotionally gut-wrenching experience that should inspire each viewer to want to make a difference for their helpless youth in their community. But I don't think it's for everybody. It is disturbing at times and may upset people that have experienced various forms of abuse. But its target audience will undoubtedly connect to this story, and for that I will give it 4 out of 5 stars, and I must commend the filmmakers for making a movie that truly and accurately shows love, like Jesus loves, which is so different from the love that Hollywood tries to portray. Possum Trot is in select theaters now for a soft launch, but it goes wide on July 4th, and I encourage audiences, specifically faith-based people, to watch this powerful true story. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, do me a solid and help me with the YouTube algorithm by liking this video, subscribing to this channel, and ringing the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any of my future reviews. Also, you can check out my previous reviews, interviews, and so on by clicking one of these boxes.